Hello everyone, welcome to Vinod Rathinam Tutorials. A very important basic topic we are going to learn in this video. What is variable? Variables are the reserved memory location to store values or data. This means that when you create a variable, you reserve some space in memory. Let me explain with an example. Age equal to 20. Here age is variable, equal to is the assignment operator, and 20 is value. When we enter age equal to 20, what will happen is in the random access memory, it will create a memory location for age, and the value 20 will be saved here. Another example for better understanding, name equal to Python. If we give name equal to Python, you know very well name is the variable, equal to is the assignment operator, and Python is the value. When we give value like this in the random access memory, it will create the memory location for name, and the value Python will be saved here. Hope you got an idea about what is variable. A variable is the reserved memory location to store the values. If you want to find the address of 20 or Python, we have to use id. Just print id with that particular variable name, you can find the address of this location. Now we'll see this with practical implementation. Rules for Python variables. The rules for a variable name is same as the rules for writing the identifiers in Python, which I have already explained in the previous video, that is identifier and reserved keywords. Please refer it once. Then comes the important topic, creating and assigning values to a variable. A variable is created at the moment when you first assign a value to it. It means when you mention equal to symbol, then only the variable will be created in the RAM. So I am declaring a value, roll number equal to 12345, and roll number is a variable and 1235 is a value. This is an example of integer. Second example, name equal to Santosh, and initially the roll number is an integer type, here name is a string type. These are all the data types. And third example, marks equal to 80.5, here mark is the float. Float is nothing but a number with a decimal point. If you want, you can print it and check it. Print, when we print, the roll number, name and marks is displayed. This is how we have to create and assign the value. So if you already worked in Java or C, we will be declaring the data types as compulsory, that is like int, float, or the variables. But the best part with the Python is it will automatically assign the data types based on the value and reserve the memory space. And it is done by an interpreter, and interpreter means backend program which reads our code and executes it. The conclusion here is very easy. In the Python variables, we no need to explicitly declare the data types to reserve the memory space, which you can see it here. Then comes multiple assignments. We have multiple ways to assign the variables, which we will see one by one. First one is multiple variable in a single row. I am declaring 4 variables, and for the 4 variables I am assigning 4 values in a single row. Now let me print and show how it works. When we execute, A will have the value 10, B 20, C 30 and D 40, and this is how we can declare multiple variables in a single row. Now the second example is multiple variables of different data type. Here I am declaring 3 variables, name, roll number and marks. You can see all the 3 variables belongs to different data type. First one string, then integer, then the 85.75 is the floating value. Just run it. You got the values. And third comes single value to several variables. This example is very useful. For example, I am creating 3 graph 1, graph 2, graph 3. All the 3 graph name is like data science, which I can declare like this: graph 1 equal to graph 2 equal to graph 3 equal to data science. Now just printed, all these 3 variables will have the same value, data science. This is also another way of multiple assignment. And this is how we will declare the variables more effectively to reduce the code length and also easy readability. Another important concept of variable is memory allocation. Here one concept is, if the value is same for the variables, then the memory location will also be same. In this example, graph 1 and graph 2 having the same value data signs. Now we will check what will be the memory address for this value. I'm going to print just ID of both the values. When we print ID of both the variables, you can see the memory address or allocation is same number. That's the best part of Python. It means we'll save a lot of memory space. Now I'm going to change the value graph2. So updating the value of variable graph2 and checking the memory location, just running it. When the value is changed, automatically the address of that variable also changed. You can see different addresses displayed here. The conclusion here is, the performance of our coding depends on two things. One is the coding logic, then the memory allocation. That is how we handle the variables. Hope you understood. You can find the materials in this particular URL. Just click on the topics which you want. Python variable. Whatever we are learning, I will be updating in this location. That's the end about this video. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.